According to Wikipedia, a crampon is a traction device that is attached to footwear to improve mobility on snow and ice. We were doing training in Hawthorne, Nevada, and Kyle asked me, "You want to go on a hike with me, Judge?" And I said, "Yeah, let's go on a hike, you know." He said, "I'm gonna climb Mount Whitney." I said, "Cool, sounds good, let's go." So the next day I showed up ready to go with my water bottle and a pair of sunglasses, and Kyle came with a pair of crampons. And I thought, like, you know, come on, a little extreme, you know? So I kind of teased him a little bit. Turns out that Mount Whitney's the highest mountain in the lower 48s. And so about 90% of the way up the mountain, we came to this, I don't know what you'd call it, looked like a glacier. It's like a straight up snow ice cliff. And so I said, "Hey Kyle, you know, can I borrow one of those crampons?" So he made fun of me for about 5 minutes, and then he gave me one of the crampons. And so I had a crampon on my left foot, and Kyle had a crampon on his right foot, and we kind of hugged each other and limped up the mountain. Fast forward a year, and I was in Iraq. I was on a nighttime raid, and I ended up getting shot. And a good friend of mine turned out to be a hero that night. Mike Day is one of the toughest guys that I've ever met. He was shot over 20 times, I don't know how many exactly, and laying there on the ground, riddled in bullets, he pulled out his pistol, even though his thumb was blown off, and he shot the 4 bad guys. Then me and Mike made our way to the helicopter, both helping one another. And so that night, Mike was probably my crampon. After being shot, I went through about 3 years of surgery, tendon transfer, skin transfer, nerve transfer. Basically, they can transfer anything. If you've got something in one part of your body, they can put it in the other part, which I didn't know. When I made it back to the States, Mike Conklin with the Sentinels of Freedom came to my hospital bed, and it probably changed my life forever. With the mentorship from the Sentinels, I was able to achieve a lot of my goals. I was focused on doing well in school, and I wanted to get a job in the Midwest that I could stay close to home. I now have an excellent career that I'm very proud of with the Department of Homeland Security. It's in the Midwest, and I'm raising a beautiful family. My wife's here tonight. My 2 kids are in Iowa with their grandparents, and I just really couldn't be happier. And so when I think about the Sentinels organization and I think about the definition of crampons, it's easy to see a relationship between the two, because remember that crampons are a traction device that's used for climbing. And I really feel like that's what the Sentinels of Freedom Scholarship Foundation is. Would I have made it up this mountain without Kyle's crampon? Would I have made it onto the helicopter that night without Mike Day? Would I have gotten my graduate degree without the Sentinels of Freedom? Maybe I would have, maybe not. You know, I don't really know. But in life, we need crampons, and it's great that there's an organization out there that's willing to step up and provide that kind of support.